Today's topic is super exciting for you guys who, again, have first time been here. I talk about credit, the credit game, how it works, how to expand, how to think, everything about credit. Today's topic is how to turn credit right into hard, cold cash. So let's get right into it. The first way, I'm going to give you guys 5 different ways to turn credit right into cash without paying the significant fees that are associated with it and high interest and doing these certain things. So these are going to be the best options of turning a credit card right into cash for you. So first one right into it is you can open up a bank account. Okay, now when you open up a bank account, the best thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that the bank account you open online. Do not go into a branch to do this, okay? And one of the things they will allow you to do as a prerequisite to opening up the bank account is allow you to make your initial deposit. But guess what? You can use a credit card, okay? So use the credit card to fund the bank account, therefore taking the money off the credit card and depositing it right into the checking account that you just opened. But again, make sure that you open online, and a lot of banks, and again, do your research on everything that I tell you today and your due diligence, because some banks allow you to do it and some don't. But make your deposit right into the account using your credit card. It will be taken about probably, 1 to 2 business days, and you'll be able to pull it out in cash right out of your checking account. That's tip number 1. Number 2 is you can call the credit card company. So call the back of the card and tell them that you want balance transfer checks. Okay, some credit cards do it, some don't. So again, you got to call the card, ask them if they offer the balance transfer checks. Okay, if they do, then what you can do is take those checks, have them mailed to you. Okay, and you will get them mailed in your name or your business name if it's a business credit card. It may be one of the two. And deposit the checks when you get them into your checking account. And again, the checking account could be a business or personal account. Again, do your due diligence to find out which banks allow you to get the balance transfer checks, because some of them don't do that. Okay, so call your credit card company and say, hey, I need some checks, balance transfer checks. They will mail them to you. Take that, deposit right into the checking account, and you have credit to cash. That's number 2. Number 3. Open up a new credit card. So if you open up a new credit card that has a 0% interest and also has 0% purchases on cash, okay, what you want to do is take that card and transfer the balance over to another card that has a 0% APR, and you can take that, and once it's at 0% APR, you can withdraw off of the account and have them send you checks. They will also send you checks based on no interest. So this is another phenomenal way of taking it. So if you have a credit card with 0% on purchases, okay, you're going to take that card, transfer the balance of that card, leave a little bit so you don't close the account, onto a card that has a 0% interest APR, and then that card sends you checks. The checks that you get, obviously you can either deposit or cash, and it is a way of taking money right off of the credit card. Okay, that's tip number 3. Number 4 is you can set up a merchant account. Okay, set up a merchant account. So, whether it's a static page or a squeeze page, or it's one of your businesses, you open up a merchant account through your business. Okay, and again, it could be just as easy as a Shelf Corp. Okay, put together one quick page, you get a merchant account, and just like you would swipe for your clients for their purchases, it would be the same thing. Take the credit card, the payment from the client, you can type it right into your phone. A lot of the new technology has it to where, like right on your phone, you can set up the merchant account, and you could type in your credit card right into your own merchant account and cash out your own credit cards. Now again, there's going to be a small fee for this because the merchant accounts actually charge whatever it is, 2 to 3% on average. So think about it like that. It's only going to be 2 to 3%, but you can take a $15,000 card and cash out, $11,000 and have it in cash just by running it through your merchant. Okay, so that would be a really wise idea. If you guys have business and you don't have a merchant account, apply for the merchant account. It does take a couple days, possibly a week to two, to get the merchant account set up. But once you do, then you can just take the card and run it through and cash it out. Okay, so that's a phenomenal way of turning credit to cash. Number 5 is what you can do is use companies like Square, PayPal, Cash App, okay? And then you can also cash out the credit cards through them. So if you have a credit card, you can run it through one of those platforms. And again, there's going to be a small fee, but you can run it through, say, PayPal. I wouldn't recommend going over $1,000 because when you start getting over $1,000, especially if you haven't used your PayPal or your Cash App or your Square, if you haven't used those, they will flag it. So stay under $1,000 for the first transaction because these companies are very apt to fraud and they want to make sure that you're not getting taken advantage of. So open up a Square account, a Cash App, or a PayPal, then take your credit card and purchase services or goods through them using your own credit card, and they will, because you're going to set up your Square and your PayPal or your Cash App to your checking account. So when you run the credit card through that, it's a fast acting merchant. So if you can't get approved for, like what I just talked about a second ago, if you can't get approved for an actual merchant account and you can go through Stripe or Cash App or, one of these PayPals, then you can take the credit card and run it through their purchase service or goods for, 900, whatever, 800, 900 bucks. It'll go right to your checking account and you'll be able to cash out the card. And that is very helpful for if you guys are trying to do something for emergencies, you're trying to purchase a property, you need a down payment, or maybe you, down payment on a car. Whatever the case is, you can turn it right into cash. Okay, that's tip number 5.